And it's this kind of interplanetary relationship we hopefully capture. Within just seeing the cosmic dust floating, spiders living, usually hang upside down and floating within their own web. It somehow expands this idea that maybe we could be more inventive also on the way of how today we live this planet, and by learning how to live in this planet with other resources that everything is doing, we could also move out of this planet quite naturally also. We should be asking all ourselves where we are living and the way how we are living. We know that it's such a piece of rate of depleting the resources of planet Earth, and the way how we relate with other species is not so much long we'll be able to survive as human sapiens. Maybe the idea of inhabiting the air, or think that the future cities might look like the clouds that we see today. And maybe if we manage also to be up into the air without a need of keep burning fossil fuel and having so huge a relationship with resources that we understand now that are quite scarce and also produce so much conflict on the earth, I think so that's also a way of also anticipating maybe a different relation today on the way how we could live today on Earth. Quite beautiful. But it's always an entanglement from different webs, from different species, who many of them have a different degree of sociability. You see, in the beginning came a Nephila, which is a solitary spider. She weaves her own web for approximately a week. Then we invite her to move out of her own web. She leaves some traces of the web of her own house, and then we invite other species to start to inhabit and start to weave different webs on top of the pre-existing web. And this means we start to kind of have all this type of relationship about the ability of certain species to cohabit or inhabit or share webs that others have been built. There's always how much we can entangle different relationships trying to understand the place where we live today, which is planet Earth. It refers also this ability of ourselves also maybe being able to ride some of the speck of dust which are floating, I think so, everywhere around the world. And what we see also is not only like terrestrial dust, but it's also cosmic dust. Let's not forget that 40,000 tons of cosmic dust every year re-enter the space of the Earth every year. This means one speck of cosmic dust touches our head for every human being every day on planet Earth. Thinking also like now people get more and more use of surfing and navigating in the internet in every country, or many of them, not every. And this means we kind of start to get used more and more about this idea of mobility, of the freedom of movement, which somehow have been always at the moment have been mostly freedom of movement of capital and economy, but not of people. Maybe everything can come on overcross a kind of a challenging, at least, and speculative territory, which really kind of embody and encompass a new sensibility of understanding temperature, wind, and that the geography could become something much more fluid and maybe we could inhabit, and somehow, instead of keep asking permission to cross from one border to the other one, we kind of make a new revolution. But it's just like an envelope of air, and when the air gets hot in the envelope, which is enclosed by the sculpture, it just floats up into the air. And by this way, you could think like, well, we know quite a lot how to float in the water, but not by learning how to swim, but just like putting air in your lungs, and then if you lay down in proper position, you will be able to float in the water. The same principle is that we will be able to float in the air.